The Celtics improve upon their league-best defense in a low-scoring win at the Garden. I'm Matt Genack, reporting for CLNS Media. Welcome into the Boston Celtics newsfeed post-game recap, brought to you by DraftKings. The best place for you to win huge cash prizes every single night. And with basketball season back in full swing, DraftKings is the place for one-day fantasy basketball. Head on over to DraftKings.com, armed with a $5 deposit and our promo code CLNS, and you can play for your share of $10,000 in total prizes. Don't wait, use code CLNS at DraftKings.com. Now to choose your lineup. The Boston Celtics beat the Minnesota Timberwolves Friday night at the Garden 91-84. Boston goes to 32-10 at the true midpoint of the season, and Minnesota falls to 24-16 and still remains fourth in the contentious Western Conference. The Celtics are riding a league-best win streak, having now won 5 straight, following the 2 defense-dominated games against the Cavaliers and now Timberwolves. At now halfway through the season, the Celtics are riding an NBA-best 32 wins, which leaves them now only needing to go 22-20 over the second half of the season to beat their preseason 53.5 win total given to them by Vegas. The story for the Celtics tonight, however, was the impactful and inspired bench play Coach Stevens was seeing. When Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined to shoot an abysmal 6 for 22, others had to step up the scoring load in a game that was decided by defense and ball control. Terry Rozier and Marcus Smart answered the call for Boston as they rallied to hit open shots and make life difficult for Tom Thibodeau's squad. Rozier and Smart scored 14 and 18 respectively and were by far Brad Stevens' most active and demanding duo on the night. For Minnesota, Karl-Anthony Towns came into Boston already averaging over 24 points a game and over 14 rebounds a game against the Celtics. Towns followed these numbers up with a 25-point, 23-rebound night in 42 minutes in the cold Boston Garden. By cleaning up over 61% of all of Boston's missed shots, Towns is now second all-time in single-game rebounding performances at the Garden. The only higher total came almost 7 years ago when the Timberwolves and Kevin Love came to town. Love ended the night with 24 boards in the 3-point loss to the Celtics. Fast-forwarding back to 2018, neither team could shake the cold outside or inside of the Garden tonight, as the only high-energy play from the first quarter came from a posterizing dunk from Jason Tatum on the head of Karl-Anthony Towns. But cold outside shooting persisted and things were knotted up 19-19 after 1. This low-scoring duel would continue as both sides were missing shots wildly, and 11 lead changes in the opening half would be a calling card for the rest of the tightly played game. At halftime, Marcus Smart said, quote, "We gotta keep moving the ball from side to side," unquote. 10 points off the bench for Smart and 11 more from the bench was the initial spark in the first half. Boston led 41-38 at halftime. At the half, Towns was well on his way to his monster night with a double-double of 14 points and 13 rebounds in the first 24 minutes. The Celtics bench, however, would go blow for blow with the Wolves starters, as the Celtics starters were shooting only 8 for 27 in the first half. Still carrying a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter, Marcus Smart and Terry Rozier supplied nearly 50% of Boston's entire offense on the night. Something had to give, and it was the Wolves' often streaky defense down the stretch. Kyrie Irving surged in the final frame and helped force the Wolves to make tough plays against their league-best defense. Irving ended the night hot and cold from the field but dispersed his talent elsewhere, nearly knotting a triple-double with 9 rebounds and 8 assists to go along with 16 points. In the end, Boston's defense and offensive execution won the game 91-84 in a complete team victory for the still first seed in the East. With the second half of their season schedules kicking off immediately tomorrow, Saturday night in Brooklyn, keep your eyes glued to the CLNS YouTube page at youtube.com/CLNSmedia for complete Celtics coverage. And be sure to check out CLNSmedia.com for all of our content, audio, visual, what have you, all in the same convenient place. Until next time, this has been Matt Genack with the Boston Celtics newsfeed postgame recap, reporting for CLNS.